Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we are back with another exciting episode of Panzer Corps. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited to start using Panthers and Tigers. It's going to be good fun, I hope. I also noticed in the last episode, I upgraded a unit of Fallschirmjägers to a unit of Pioneers, so hopefully they don't get too confused. We've got, for our objectives, capture everything with at least 7 turns remaining, so basically get this mission done in 11 turns. A marginal victory is just capture everything. We'll see. As usual, I'm approaching this as I'm going to do my best to just, survive. Is really the plan. So anyway, what we're going to do first is take these units that aren't my units and start pushing around on this front. You can see why I got a little bit leery, though. This area is incredibly well defended. Now, I don't want to take and move the anti-tank cannon up too close to the Su-122 there. I also don't really necessarily want to start engaging too many units just yet. What I'd really like to be able to do is get some armor across, and I think just the 41st will be enough, because it's a Tiger, and Tigers are big, Tigers are angry, and yeah, I figure that's probably going to be all we're really going to need. That being said, flanking around here might not be a bad idea with my entire armored group. This area isn't really designed for armored warfare, but you know, we'll find out as time goes on. Anyway, let's keep pressing the attack forward. Then you didn't do any sort of damage there at all. Okay, well, we'll move you there so we can shoot. Did we even get some sort of suppression? That's good. We can at least hopefully get some good damage on these infantry units. And just the sound of that. I know it's a video game, but my god. That 88. It's a good gun, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great gun. I think I'm going to send at least one elephant over here, too. Because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of armor coming. Just a gut feeling. It's been a little while since I've played this mission. But something tells me that that is indeed going to be the case. We'll move... No, we'll leave these two guys up here just, well, in range of a massive artillery gun. I don't know. We'll just get our units moving. While I'm thinking about it, let's take our anti-tank Stuka and actually probably send it this way with a fighter escort. That's looking pretty good. And why not? Why don't we take you, send you completely the other direction? But that's okay. We're just going to keep flanking. I think that's going to be the best way to get around. Pushing straight across the bridgehead or the river into cities, that's never a good idea. So we flank around. We'll take Rojava, and then we can take Oboyan, and we'll be just fine. Well, I do want to hit that. Maybe I don't. Maybe a bad move on my part. Still, we'll leave the south like that. What else have we got going on up here? Looks like we can get a bit of a front going here. We'll just move those guys in. And it looks like the upgraded infantry was actually worth the money. We'll move you down like so. And we got a little bit of an armored column moving around here with some conscripts to worry about. So we can move ourselves into position. Of course, I had a feeling they'd be there. That's fine. Some self-propelled artillery to assist in the assault. And I did like that. In the meantime, let's send the... Well, if we send the Panther down here, we can probably take care of those guys without too much of a concern. And let's just go around with our anti-tank. Make sure there's no tanks hiding around up there. And then just send the Tiger down to say hello to the Fallschirmjägers. Oh, that could have gone a lot better. I blame myself for positioning my Tiger in a horrible position. My word, that sounded redundant, didn't it? Let's grab some of our air forces here. Absolutely insane weapon on that thing. We'll give you a Focke-Wulf 190 escort, and then we can just start looking for Soviet aircraft. They'll probably be coming from downabouts here, I would imagine. We certainly got a lot of Soviet armor down here, that is for sure. Let's do a little bit of a strafing run, and we accomplished some things there. Looks like we got a BT-7 that we're going to want to be cognizant of, so we'll move an Elephant up. Getting ready to do some damage there. And... actually, I'm being a gigantic idiot, aren't I? No, I've already ordered the Stuka to attack. I'm being a gigantic idiot by forgetting what I've already done. Such things happen. We got our own unit of boat people this time around. That's pretty exciting. Like I say, I'm not exactly sure how to use boat people, so we'll just protect our artillery with them. I think that seems like a good idea. And we can start getting these guys to go around. Going to be doing a lot of flanking in these positions. We'll get our anti-air up into that position. And I think that's going to be it for the first turn. I doubt they'll send any armor down, and we got 2 Tigers there to help, so we'll send the Elephant and the Panther over. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Next turn. Let's see, what are the Russians going to do? They're going to get their big guns involved. Ooh. That is not good. That is really not good. We're going to need to get some replacement artillery post-haste in that area. And a replacement bomber, too. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're off to a cracking start, that's for sure. Really? I mean, I'm not going to complain if you guys want to move your armor into range of my big tanks. That's just fine by me. Lots of Soviet anti-aircraft. Okay, so we got some replacements to deal with right off the bat. Thankfully, we're right by a town. That is helpful. So we can get ourselves a 21 centimeter with a S-thingy half-track right into position. That's not bad. That armor didn't move, but we can start getting these guys to get into position. And we'll make use of our Stukas. Get a little scouting going on there. We'll pull you that way. Those pioneers are close, and I don't like that. We're really not ready to start attacking here. It's my experience in this mission that this western front here by Sumy is really tough, which is why I've got such a strong armor presence moving. And I want to get these pioneers out of the way so I can get the 6th Tiger up in range of their artillery. And then we could move our infantry there so we can get the 54th up to show those crappy T-34s who's boss. And We'll go for the infantry that's dug in still. Yeah, we'll move you up. We'll move you up. And then we got some infantry here, so we'll just get ourselves in a good position to assault them like mad. Can't move you. Yeah. Slightly awkward in my maneuvers. I'm leaving myself wide open here. That feels scary. But we'll deal with it. We got those units on the move, which is good. I don't like that, but we can move into position and protect it with our infantry. Which is good. We'll have to move you back because we're going to need our artillery at the very least to cover our infantry. I would have liked to hit that tank, but it doesn't look like it's going to be possible. That's okay though. The cavalry has arrived. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to be the case there. Should have anticipated much better. 6. Oof. Those guys are dug in something fierce. My word, are they ever dug in. Okay. Well, let's do our best to show those Fallschirmjägers, or the Russian paratroopers. I don't imagine they're actually Fallschirmjägers. Who's boss? But we gotta get this tank moving. Not as effective as I would have liked. We can move the Tiger there. And we'll get you in. The old ME-109. To do some damage there, and I believe... Oh no, we're nigh. Oh yeah, we're fine there. We'll get the Fokker Wolf in to do some heavy damage there. I like that. And we'll move our self-propelled artillery to cover those two guys. Is that worth it? Not really. Right. Well, here, we'll keep hitting these guns. Alright, well, I'm going to use my Stuka on the tank, because that is quite literally what that Stuka is designed to do. That should have us opened up nicely. There we go. I knew we could get a unit in. Which means we can get that guy into position, which is good. Might as well shell the city while we're at it. Okay, we look clear here. For now, anyway. Actually, no. Disembark. I want you guys there. Nothing there, so we should be able to get across and take these two cities quickly enough. Where's my Fokker? What can we do with you? We could actually finish that guy off, which is a good idea. Get rid of the planes while we can. And are you in range? Yes! You didn't do a thing, though. I'm very disappointed in you, anti-aircraft gun. You should do better than that. And we're not going to do anything there, because that is not a good idea. Alright! Let's go to the next turn. Just stay alive. Just stay alive one more turn. We've got help coming. The heck is that? An Su-76. This is a very ugly tank. Okay. Well, no. Here. Well, it's fresh in my mind. We'll move you there, which seems risky, but we can get you down into there and show that T-34 who's boss. Good, you're retreating. Can we maybe clear the way for the Panther? I don't think so. So let's get you in position. You can replace your losses. Yeah, we'll hit you. Not that that's going to do much. That'll do something. Then we can get our Panther down here. Oh. Well, no, he's covered by artillery, but this is a big modern tank. Well, the concern is when that turns to anti-tank mode. But we'll worry about that when we have to. Actually, I don't know why I did that. I'm not going to be assaulting with those two guys. That is for certain. And have we got any enemy aircraft within range that won't be all that suicidal to hit? Not really. Most of the Soviet Air Force is in the south, where I don't really have that much of a presence. A Luftwaffe presence, that is. I have a feeling I'm mulling things over a bit too much. We do need fighter cover over here. There's no question about that. Yeah, I would have liked that to have gone a heck of a lot better. Anyway, we should also probably get the Stuka moving towards the airfield, because the fuel tanks on those puppies aren't all that big. Not much. Can we get tanks moving close to? Kind of. The only concern is that that's with a... Well, it's only a 45mm gun. That isn't that big of a concern, not for a Tiger. I mean, again, I would have liked the Tiger to have done a heck of a lot more in the way of damage, but you can't win every fight. Yes, I would have liked that to have gone a bit more successful so we could just flank down in, but not today. Or if we can get that anti-tank gun to move. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Well, it could happen. It might happen. No. No, it won't be happening today, but let's get the elephants rolling. Get on the road so it's easier for you to roll. And let's get ourselves into a good position here. Perfect. See if we can wipe out these conscripts. And I prefer to not use my artillery on these guys, because I've got bigger and, more important targets. Perfect. For the big guns. We won't have you mount up. Seems a bit dangerous out here. Well, that wasn't much of a fight. And I realize I said I have much bigger and more important targets for these guns that I didn't fire at. Oh well. Replace your losses, and let's see if we can't just bombard this T-34 into some kind of oblivion. It appears we can do some damage, but not a lot. And then we've got that artillery to worry about. Okay. We've got these forces. Yeah, we're not going to do anything there. And I guess I could move the Tiger. That would probably be a good idea. And while we're at it, just do a series of strafing runs. This guy needs to come back for repairs. He's almost dead. You're fresh. There we go. Those are some serious trenches if Pioneers have anti-aircraft abilities. Let's get you guys moving across. And just do a little bit of a recon flight. Not that the Stuka is giving me much in the way of range. do a little bit of damage to the town defenses. Yes, now I remember the freaking artillery piece over here that died wasn't mine. So it's a good thing I lost the bomber, although I really wouldn't mind having a strategic bomber. Those things are fairly useful. And I'm not sure about doing all the objectives in 11 turns. There's, quite a lot of enemy forces to have to deal with here. Okay, that is a bit of a concern. That is a huge concern. Well, attack +3, that's good to have on Grenadiers. Was not expecting any aircraft to hit me from that far out. My god, what is that? Okay, we'll pull you back, because that's getting ridiculous. And then what have we got? T-34, T-34. This is the most modern T-34, so we should hit that. And as tempting as it is to get the elephant across, I don't think that's a good idea. So we're going to shift our focus to taking the town from the land. Well, from the land. We're always on land. From this side. And I think we'll be able to pull this off. So we'll be able to capture the town next turn and then hit that one after to secure that, and then we can get everybody across. I'm going to leave the elephant here for now, just to keep us covered from those 3 freaking tank units there, which are scary. Let's get you there. Because I'd really rather not have to do... Oh man, that tank, or that self-propelled artillery took some serious damage. But if we can slowly grind these pioneers down without, you know, hurting ourselves too much in the process, we'll be alright. Get rid of you guys. So we can now start moving, and we can chase down this tank with our tanks. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. Shoulda known. Experience teaches me every single time I do it. Don't move both your tanks. And now we've got quite the overkill hunting down this T-34. I don't think we really need a Panther and a Tiger to do it. Especially not with the amount of anti-tank guns we have in the region as well. Still, better to be safe than sorry, unless of course it means we don't get the mission accomplished. Right, take them out. Oh, come on. How well dug in can an anti-tank gun be? Apparently far too well dug in. That's fine. We can get our Tiger across and show those guys who's apparently not, like, super successful, but... Now can an elephant follow it up? Well, we can get an elephant in position. I'm not really sure that was the best idea, all things considered. My god, these Russians are dug in. Okay. Yes, that is a piece of artillery. Did not mean to right-click on it. Right. Let's get you refueled. SU-152. That's a big tank. It's a very big tank. Okay, well let's get you up so we can start hitting this artillery. And keep you guys moving forward, please. Can we clear a path yet? slowly being able to. We need to resupply and rearm you. Might as well move you up, actually, so we can try and do some damage to that much larger enemy. No, go back. What I want is that first. Perfect. So that means we can send you back there to replace your losses. You should probably get away from the big giant tank. Like so, like so. Right, and now it looks like this gun here is in anti-tank form, so I don't necessarily want to shift my Tiger up, because I don't know how strong of an anti-tank gun that is. I have a feeling it's quite a strong one. Right, okay, well let's... No, I mean, you've still got units to face there. At least we're slowly making progress here. The keyword there, though, is slowly next turn. I have this hope that once I punch through these initial defenses, everything is just going to crumble, but I don't think that that's going to be the case. Especially not knowing, like here, just how many tanks they've got in the region. Wonderful! That's exactly what I wanted. And there goes the Stuka. Not my Stuka either. No replacing that unit. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is turning into quite a hairy situation. Right, you replace your losses. We've got a horrible time with our aircraft. We gotta get our artillery way out of dodge. Because this is just not good. Right. Let's set up a bit of a defensive line where the elephant will be able to help us, because we don't really have much in the way of reinforcements that we can bring in. I've quite incorrectly sent all of my armor to areas where they shouldn't be. This is not good. Still, if we can take care of this guy with our anti-tank guns, and we can, then we can start going after the anti-aircraft guns with our tanks. Yay! A golden iron cross. That is good days. Really, no damage at all to that artillery piece, huh? That is depressing. I'm going to leave these two units here and rearm that artillery to capture that town, because if we don't capture that town, we leave ourselves open to assault. That is not good. We can probably actually use you guys over here. Those fucker Wolf 190s are actually fairly good at taking on tanks from the sky. I appreciate that. And that should be it for your gun. So now we can safely start hitting these guys with our infantry. Like so. Like so. Let's get you repaired. Can you get up there? I expected a bit more damage. That's risky. But we need to start making some forward momentum, and at least those guys are in half tracks, so they're a little bit protected. Right. Yeah. Do some damage while we can. And just slowly walk our artillery up. I don't think they'll be able to come through, although I've been flanked before this mission. I'm sure it could happen again. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could knock those guys out. I would absolutely love it if you could. Alright. We'll leave them back. Start rolling that anti-tank gun up. But we've now pushed through rather nicely. Where is all this artillery coming from? Every other hex? It's an artillery gun. This is crazy. Right. Replace your losses. Get in the trenches. That's probably a good idea. They're nice and defendable. And if we move you there, you can cover both. That is good. We're done there. We're done there. That is suicidal. Right. You, replace your losses. Perfect. Next turn. Haha! Frick. No replacing that unit. Ooh. That's a serious tank. Yeah, bolt action rifles and boats aren't really going to be much against a T-34. Focke-Wulf 190s, on the other hand, they certainly will do an awful lot. Not so much the ME-109. You can retreat, because we can get you up now to absolutely show them who is boss. You can replace your losses, you can resupply, and we can get ourselves set up for assaulting a town which is now just defended by tanks. So while that is still, it's intimidating to assault a city, you know, filled with tanks, but it's a little less intimidating. Really wasn't expecting that to do much, but hey, I used it anyway, because I do things like that. Not within gun range. It would have been nice to have a proper piece of artillery there instead of something old and outdated. Of course, being a crack force of the Wehrmacht, you get used to having the good stuff, the good things in life. We're not ready to assault that city. But we should be ready to do some good damage to these tanks. Oh, that's tempting. Do we hit the KV-1 or the artillery? The artillery, yeah, we hit the artillery. Feel bad sending a Panther to attack a KV-1, but sometimes you don't have options. Okay, what about over here? Yes. The one front where we're getting actually a little bit of success, although it is costing us dearly. Good God. Alright, the key here is to get rid of the enemy artillery so we don't have to deal with it. Oh, come on. And those freaking units, those guys are going to be problems. Having issues getting my words out. I'm flustered from this campaign. within range? No, but if we move the Tiger up, we certainly can be now. Beautiful. Move you up, see if we can't get some kind of artillery hit there. Resupply you. Of course, why would that have worked? We're going to retreat you, because I do not need to lose a Tiger. Especially not a special unit Tiger. Okay. Risky moving infantry into the open, I agree. But we don't really have much of a choice. I don't want to lose my Stuka, so you got to go back, even though you were just there to get fuel. And we can move you guys up into position, and we'll resupply you to put up at least a little bit of a defensive force. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave the episode here for today. Save game. Let's play. So, needless to say, things are not going well. Things are not going well at all. We're a third of the way in. We haven't captured a single objective. We are getting close. We're getting close to one. Really. Realistically, we're close to one. We need to secure this flank before we can push into Lugov there. So that's going to be a while. But we can clear it out of nasty artillery and other things. So, I mean, you know, we're kind of close to that, but we're nowhere near close to Olkavata, this place. We're nowhere near close to Oboyan. We're getting there for Sudza, but I mean, you know, we still got Tim, we still got Kursk itself. This is going to be a rough one. So, yeah, keep your fingers crossed for me. And thumbs up if you have enjoyed this episode. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.